Mark Hopkins, who's become a really good friend, is coming to hang out for 2 days. He'll be here today and tomorrow, and so I've been cleaning up the studio, put up a bunch of cool guitars. Let me show you what guitars I have on the wall first. He's J45. This one is a Martin D18 VS. This is a Guild D55 Paget Model 1. And this one is a D18 from Martin that is giving me a serious problem with humidity. Oh, there he is. Mark!
Jeremy!
Hey man!
Here we go. So I have just a phone. You have a fancy camera. So you have to teach me all about those fancy cameras.
Yeah, we'll teach you about camera.
All right. I'm going to come back and look at me.
Ah, here we are.
Super cool. Well, show me this.
Yeah,
I'm super
come on
excited. Cool. Nice, dude.
Yeah, so cool little space. But yeah, so generally there's like 3 spaces. There's like video editing, so Sweetwater is sponsoring a bunch of stuff.
Nice.
So I'll get like an Apollo and some mics and monitors, and then I'll buy another computer monitor. So that'll all be over here. And then like the main shot, all the guitars.
Yeah. What are those little guys?
These are Lugs. So they're supposed to be like higher quality kids guitars.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty fun. So Lug sent me 2 of them. And I bought the 3rd one so I can show their whole line, and my kids love them.
That's awesome.
Really good instruments, and if you could put good strings on them, I think they would be super cool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
rad. Cool. Well, yeah, there's that guy. I remember seeing these 2. I know.
Yeah.
Is that newer? Or
I've had it. I don't actually use it because it has the death cap. And then this one is like, I want to hear you play this. I think this with some slide. So it's these giant Coke bottle KT88s.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
And it just looks so cool when it turns on.
Yeah.
So this is an old Valco. Sold in Montgomery Ward in the 40s. So I like made the jump from being a marketing director into just, like I was doing some YouTube stuff, but it's like I'm gonna go full force into YouTube. I left, and I was supposed to go to the Asheville Guitar Show with John Schultz, True Vintage Guitar. That was March 17th or whatever.
Right.
And so it was like, we're both driving. He's coming up from Birmingham. I'm coming down from here to Asheville. And both of us, like, the show got canceled on the way there. And, like, that was, like, the beginning of pandemic, like, the lockdown.
Yeah.
And, but I didn't have enough stuff to sell. I was like, I just need, a boost of cash to, like, get started doing more YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I called a friend of mine who worked at the same guitar shop I did. And he's like, I have like 10 amps I need to sell, so I'll just like work out a commission. So we just worked out a percent. So that's where these 3 came from.
Oh, that's
this
neat.
Gibsonette is a maniac. It's like hot plating and like it sounds like a dual rack, but it's like a 1953 Gibson, basically a GA5.
These 2 together.
Woo!
I didn't want to do that because it gets howling.
Tell me about this. What is this?
This.
This one.
This one?
Your blues power.
This is the Kingtone Blues Power, Jesse Davy.
Oh, cool.
It's very Stevie. So it's
Cool.
it's the whole like. Yeah, I mean it's got that like throaty.
So good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. 6 years now?
Wow, okay. That's how long I just passed my pink paisley.
Yes.
Yeah, like I've just had this one 6 years.
Nice. But I bought this used, like sight unseen on Reverb.
Really?
And
dude, it's super cool.
And it was really, I mean, the guy was like, I bought it like a month or 2 ago, and I think he had to like move or something, and he needed money, and he was like, I you know, that sucks that I have to sell it, but I gotta sell it.
Hey everybody! So we're just hanging out. We went and grabbed lunch. I showed you the guitar shop that blew up, which is bonkers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, you brought some guitars with you.
I did.
What'd you bring?
I brought my custom shop Strat and my Sir, my Tele Sir. So the Strat's in standard tuning.
Okay.
But what's quirky about the Sir is that's in C standard. So just down 2 whole steps.
Got it. And you just got it's a 61, right?
It's a 61 Wildwood 10.
which is apparently supposed to be pretty cool.
Okay. What does the 10 mean?
It's just like the cream of the crop for wildwood guitars.
Okay.
So like, I guess when they're getting their pickups wound and all that, it's very specifically wildwood specs.
Got it.
So it feels great. Like when
Yeah.
I pulled it out, the first time I played it, like when it came in the mail, and I just yoinked it out, I was like, whoa, this neck is like, now I get it.
Okay.
Like, you know, like the whole early 60s pre-CBS strap thing that everybody talks about? That whole neck shape and everything was like foreign, but so familiar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird.
So I will say it reminds me very much of a real 1960 that a friend of mine has not far from here.
That's
like I didn't say that earlier, but I'll say that now. Like the neck is like super comfy, super C-shaped. Yeah. Okay. And you brought your pedals too. What's on your pedal board?
So there's an exotic wah. There's a couple pedals from Kingtone, which is Jesse Davies' company. The Silicon Fuzz and the Blues Power. Hudson Broadcast, based in the UK. It's Ariel's the AP broadcast.
Okay.
Which is absolutely loves that C like tuning, that baritone tuning.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because that's Ariel's thing. The Strymon Flint. And
that's like my favorite Strymon pedal.
I think it's probably one of my favorite pedals.
Yeah. Let's take off the Strymon. Like it's one of my favorite pedals.
Yeah, because I did 3 videos on it in the course of like a month. Because people were asking me to like compare that with the Walrus Monument.
Oh yeah.
Just for the harmonic trem, the standard trem stuff. But like I did like 3 videos in a row on my channel, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I love this pedal. It's that good.
Okay.
And then last in the chain is the new Mythos Oracle analog delay pedal.
Cool. Which Zach and I are good friends, and I love it, and I just haven't been able to get one yet. So this is the first time I'll get to play it.
I want you to play through this stuff because it's stuff that you probably don't normally mess with.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like I have a pedal board, but it's like always moving and in flux, but it's generally, so I have an idea.
Okay.
You brought your stuff. I have my stuff. One of my favorite things is hearing someone else play my guitar. Mm-hmm. So how about you set up your rig for me, and then I'll set up my rig for you, and we'll see who gets, no competition, but just see like how differently you get sounds out of yours. Okay. So let's set that up. Like so much low end.
Yeah.
Dude, this is such a cool board, and like, it just, I feel like I can get so much out of it. It's rude.
Like you rude son of a
gun.
So
this one is going to be loud.
I like it loud.
So prepare your heart and mind.
Oh, baby, I like it loud. I haven't even played any pedals.
hand-wired pickups that Evan makes, and did the finish. I mean, he built every bit of this guitar. He's just so good.
That is cool, man. He's
wanted
based
to
out of
think
New
like
Orleans?
Starcaster-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, if you make it sound great. I don't play as much blues and slide, but it sounds killer.
The Morning Glory, I've never played through one. What's the toggle switch do?
So, see the red remote on the bottom?
Yeah.
So if you hit the red remote, it'll change between 2 different gain stages.
Oh, is it on the higher gain?
If you hold the red remote, the switch just moves them back and forth.
Okay.
But you'll hit it and it'll go red.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Man, that's fun, dude. That is gainy. I mean, in a good way.
Yeah, dude, isn't it like, it's so, like, I love that pedal. I just got it a little bit ago. It's just so fun and bitey.
Yeah.
And, like, does a thing I don't know, I don't know how to describe it.
I might have to get one of these. I mean, even just like.
Isn't that cool?
It's good, man.
Dude, that's so cool.
This thing sounds freaking great.
Cool.
I really like it. Usually I'm not a huge fan of like offset guitars.
Yeah.
But this is like not super offset.
Yeah, and it's super balanced and...
Yeah.
Man, so I loved hearing you play through my setup.
Likewise.
I think, dude, it's so cool, like, seeing how, like, you came to my pedal board using a totally different approach than mine.
Yeah, I feel the same way because the pedals that are on my board are all punch you in the jugular type of thing. That's how I use them.
Yeah.
But you made it sound beautiful and lush and a lot of like harmonic texture, which I never use it for that.
Yeah.
I'm like in the balls to the wall type of thing. You know?
Yeah, I went like ambient and spacey, and then on mine, like, you went like bitey, punch in, like really get so much out of it, and it's so cool to hear like the Rude Revelator like just come alive in a way that, because I play it in a really mellow, like spacey way, but it's so cool hearing that like soul and bluesy thing.
I could have played that thing for another hour.
Dude, it's, man.
That's the problem with when I do my videos on my channel because I do everything in one take. I get lost in the music sometimes, and that's when you can tell you're really enjoying a piece of gear.
Dude, I'm
Do you know
with
what I
you.
mean?
I think to me, like, the right guitar for you becomes invisible. Like, you stop thinking about it and you just get lost.
Mm-hmm.
And I know certain guitars right away if I start thinking about, like, what's the neck radius on this? Or, like,
Yeah.
I wonder what pot's in here. If I'm thinking about that stuff, there are things in the way of me just making and playing music.
Making music, yeah. But
Dude,
your
this
board is great though. I mean, it's simplistic and you have everything you need.
Yeah, so the only thing I ever add in here, so normally I go volume pedal. Like, to me, like, a pedal board isn't a pedal board without a volume pedal.
I don't have a volume pedal on it.
Yeah, but I don't have a wah. You have a wah. I mean, to me, it's like it's always volume pedal into a drive pedal into a modulation into time, like delay, and then reverb.
Yep.
And so I always do this like kind of washy. But yeah, I mean, so normally I would have a big. I'm between delays, or I just got one, but it's too big for this pedal or for this board, which is the TC Electronic X4.
I don't know that one.
It's giant.
Is it?
It's
Oh wow!
like
yeah.
when I say giant, I mean like it is the size of the rest of my pedal board.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, so it does. It's a looper and delay. You can set up 3 presets, and this has the dotted 8th note with the 2209, the 2290. This is my favorite delay pedal I've ever owned. It's just giant, and I can't fit it. But between volume pedal, Morning Glory, this, and a big giant reverb.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's like my style is like giant, punchy. But with yours, it's like the fuzz pedal is so cool and glitchy, and the Strymon Flint. I mean, it is my favorite pedal. I sold them when they were on the way up. I think I bought one for $200 and sold it for $400. Woo. And they haven't come down. I don't. How much are they now?
300.
Yeah.
New.
Yeah. So that's right. Like they're just so hard to find. I had a Fender thing for a little while, the Treverb, and it was okay.
The newer Fender.
It was okay, but it was like if you have this ruins you for all other tremolo and reverb pedals. But
it's crazy to have that good of sounds, like meaning like reverb and tremolo, in one enclosure.
Yeah, seriously, it's
and
like
small footprint too.
2 monster sounds, and yeah, the only switch, and maybe you might be able to do this if there are dip switches inside. The only thing I would switch is being able to put the trem, or like to swap the
order.
Yeah, the order of them. That's the only thing that I would swap on it, and I bet you probably could.
Hey Strymon, if
Yeah.
it's not already that way, let's make it that way, I guess.
But dude, this was super fun. It's been a fun day hanging out.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this video. I'm Jeremy. I am the Guitar Hunter. This is Mark Hopkins. I'll tag all his stuff here and in the description down below. Go fill the world with music and friendship. It has been so fun hanging out with a musical friend again.
Yeah.
So, get out there. Fill the world with music and friendship.